And when I tell you this one was perfect, it was exactly that. Hey friends, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Today's video is one that is well overdue because I had my baby 3 months ago, but nevertheless, I chose to still share my mommy essentials with you. Basically, the products that helped me through and through after giving birth, that just helped make my life easier, and I found them to be like really helpful and useful, and that's why I wanted to share them with you. Before we get started with today's video, don't forget to like and leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite products are in today's video. As well as if you're new, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'm a mom of 5. I've given birth via C-section 5 times, as well as I've had a tubal reversal to have my last 2 babies. So I do have a lot of series around pregnancy and motherhood, as well as just sharing my journey through motherhood with you guys, and I hope you guys are here for the ride. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to follow my journey. So let's get on with today's video, you guys. So the first thing that I want to show you are these always discreet video. If you guys had checked out my what I carried to the hospital bag, you would have seen that this was a part of it. I carried these to the hospital and I absolutely love them. Now if you're wondering why do you have a whole package left, it's because, well, it's not a whole package, but I think I used about 4 out of the package in the hospital. And the reason being is, I wasn't in the hospital for very long given the circumstances in our world right now, and 2, I did purchase the wrong size. I bought small to medium. I am not small to medium. What was I thinking? I should have bought like medium larges, which I'm not sure if they even had because I ordered them on Amazon. But that's the problem that I had, is that I ordered the wrong size. Now, the one thing with that is that they fit me a little bit snug, which was somewhat frustrating, but that's nothing to do with the product. It had everything to do with me. So what I did to make sure it fit me properly in the hospital was basically snip the sides. So the product themselves look like this. They're basically underwears. When I tell you guys that these things are comfortable, I'm not even exaggerating. I wouldn't lie, trust me. It's so comfortable and very stretchy. They have a pretty little pattern on it. Not that that matters, but you know, girls love pretty things. The padding in there isn't like bulky, but it does its thing. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. Like I said, this is a mommy channel, so I want to show you the ins and outs of everything. Very nice pad. It's like very stretchy. Everything just fits exactly where it's supposed to. It has like a nice fresh scent to it, even though I'm not one that's usually like big on buying like odorous products for down there. I do not regret these. They smell so good. So while I was in the hospital, I felt so fresh. I felt so clean. This product did its thing. It held me in as well. It was kind of like a belly band. The only thing is it was just a little too tight, a little too restricting. So to make it work, I did kind of cut these sides. And when I say cut, I meant rip. I ripped them up a little bit to like here basically. So then it started becoming uncomfortable because I had to rip it so high to make it fit. So that's the only downside. I would literally just size up, but these are a lifesaver if you want to not have to worry about underwears and the size and just like having to worry about pads and all those different things. I would go for these. I could wear them for, I find that you could wear them for a long period of time before changing it. Like I basically wore them during my heaviest bleeding, which occurred immediately after having a C-section birth, and I could basically wear it pretty much the whole day, if not maybe change it once in between, and it doesn't have you smelling stinky or anything like that. So I would definitely go for these. But following that, I want to point out that I did also purchase underwears that were specific to that problem, because I did remember my first time giving birth to my first daughter. I was wearing a pad and everything, and I thought I was secure, but I got up to try to walk around and I literally bled everywhere. It looked like a crime scene on the floor. So that just scares me, and I never want that to happen like anytime I give birth. So I'm always trying to be like fully equipped. So this time around, I'm in a different space, a different place in life, and I'm like, okay, let's check out these special underwears that could work so well for, like for your cycles or after giving birth. And I came by this one on Amazon. These are so good because they've got like a nice thick band. They're not tight around here, because I find that underwears that are usually like that, they can be tight around here, which you can only imagine what that looks like underneath pants. These don't do that, and the waist is so good, so it holds you back and holds you in. I found these to be good after I came home and was no longer using these. I just gave birth, and when you have a C-section, if you know what that feels like, you want a little bit of support just to help your stomach above your incision. And so yeah, definitely would recommend these, guys. Another thing that I really liked, and I debated about this for a long time, is this Perry bottle. Before going to the hospital, I kept searching on Amazon, and I saw the various ones that are on there as well. I couldn't bring myself to purchase one, so I went ahead and just waited till I got to the hospital, and they gave me this one. And when I tell you this one was perfect, it was exactly that. I just filled it with a little bit of warm water. I know there are various solutions that women can use and mix in here to clean down there, but I just used some warm water, you know, each time I went, and was able to just kind of squirt. It's so simple to use. You just fill it with warm water and you just squirt, and it just did its thing, just flushed where you need it to be flushed, and just made you feel nice and fresh and clean. I found this bottle to be amazing, and all it is just probably like a 25-cent bottle from wherever, which you could probably still buy here, maybe at the dollar store. You know what I'm saying? Versus having to buy like some nice, to buy some bottle that might be colored. So the first thing is that it has a nice color, and it probably has some name attached to it, and we're gonna pay, you know, an extra $30 for that. No, guys, the hospital gives you one. At least where we are, I'm in Canada, in Ontario, our hospitals give this out. They don't give many of things, but they do give this out, and I'm glad they did. In fact, I now have it at home. I will be using it here at home, and it's easy to clean as well. You guys, so another product that I did use right after giving birth is this robe. It's my beautiful robe. It already looks, oh, it's kind of look, I was gonna say it kind of looks worn, but I wore the heck out of this baby. I bought this to bring to the hospital. I ordered it online, and it could fit over my bump. The one thing, I love it because the band is attached to it. I hate having to bring a whole bunch of different things with things that are attached to it that you can leave and get lost. This it's attached to it, so it's just easy. It's just one piece. You just put it on and wrap it around, tie it up, and you're good to go. And it fits so well, and it's really soft. In terms of quality, I don't know if it's like how it's gonna wear, because it already looks like it's got a little bit of wear on it. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Can you see that? You can see how it kind of looks a little bit worn, as if I've had it for a bunch of years. Okay, I haven't had it for a bunch of years, but I still love it. It has done it's done wonders. The color's held up well, so we'll see how well it holds up. Anyways, another thing that was a lifesaver to me, and when I say a lifesaver, I mean a lifesaver. This product right here, this Aquaphor product, I did mention this in another haul related video where I was saying after coming out the hospital, my feet were just so dry. I experienced this in my last pregnancy. I don't know if it has to do with age, where they say as you're aging you start to dry up. I mean, I'm not drying up anywhere else, okay? But my feet were so dry that I just couldn't, I couldn't deal. And I would just be wearing socks. I'd try just regular lotion, and I'd put socks on my feet just to try to keep the moisture in. And I'm telling you, you know, the little Google spies heard me, and then they were just like generating all the dry feet commercials, and this was the first thing that popped up. This is the first one I saw, and I was like, let's give it a go, because I remember my mother-in-law telling me something about this, and I used it, y'all, and I loved it. It saved my feet. I could show you guys my feet right now, and I'm like beyond proud. I'm like, wow. This product, guys, if you suffer from dry feet, cracked heels, what else does it say? I also used it as lip gloss on my lips. Like, this product is the bomb. Honestly, outside of needing pads and needing all those things, I will live with this, because you know what, it's just one of those holy grails that you need, especially being that it actually works and it does what it says it's gonna do. So definitely check it out, y'all. And so I did go ahead and show you this band as a part of the haul, which this was honestly another like essential thing for me. I did band my stomach in the beginning, and I did it probably so maybe for a week and a half, 2 weeks, like very consistent day in day out, but then it kind of went downhill. But I do feel banding it down early on was very crucial because it allowed for your stomach to constrict and your uterus to constrict. I found that when I wore this shortly after, I would bleed a little bit more because it was just like pushing on my uterus. It was allowing for it to I don't know, shrink or bounce back faster. I don't know, whatever it does, but it did something, and I'm very, very pleased with the banding. I was very, very pleased with it overall. I'm just not a big, like, the one thing I don't like about bands is that I find them to be restricting when I want to do all the things. Like, it's not comfortable always wanting to wear something around your waist, but I definitely would recommend it. If you're good with it and you can wear it all day, every day, why not? Like, I would not. I've seen people wear theirs and the results are fire. Like, it's really, really good. So I would definitely, suggest it and recommend it. I bought this one, and I bought this one, which is a little bit more complicated. It does come in 3 parts. I kind of have them all attached at the current moment, which is how I keep them together. But there's this part that you put down and your lower midsection, and then there's this part at the back, this one. And then there's this part where you put in your middle section, and then the one at the very back is the part that goes like up at the top, or the top part of your torso section. So I did like this because it was very focused on the particular areas, and it allowed for each area to be tightened. Whereas in, like, for some bands you'll have it on and some parts will feel tighter than others, and the top part may not be getting any support, but the midsection right where the band is tighter is getting support. I like this because it allowed for each of those 3 parts to be compressed equally. So it all depends on you and what you want to do. Some people may not like it because they're like, 3 parts to a band. But you know, that is what it is, what it is. You guys, I forgot to mention these black pants. I wanted to show you. They're not pants, they're actually leggings, but these are the ones from Costco. They are the brand from Costco, and they are the Rachel brand. I wanted to point out that these were a lifesaver to me too, because of the high, you know, because of the thick waisted band. It allowed for it to stretch really well, and it helped to keep my stomach in as well as I was recovering. So this to me was a lifesaver. It definitely helped me to just, you know, it's just during that awkward stage where I can't fit in my regular clothes, but I couldn't fit in, like, maternity clothes were just way too big. These came in handy, and I bought them, and I think I got 2 in a pack for $17.99. So yeah, that is another one that I wanted to add to my mommy essential. But yeah, guys, those are my mommy essential hauls. If there are any more questions that you guys have in regards to my journey, in regards to my postpartum, in regards to how it's going and all that stuff, I will have more videos coming, but definitely leave your comments and questions down below, and I will have them coming at you. I will respond to them in the form of a video. Also, follow my journey on my mommy platform on Instagram. It's called I'm Sarah Latouche, and I share various things on there, how things are going, you know, how I'm feeling postpartum, and just like motherhood. So definitely subscribe to me on there, and you can keep up with the latest. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, much love, y'all. Bye.